The Kennedy half dollar is 60 years old. And when it comes to silver Kennedys, vintage silver Kennedys, we all know the 64 exists, right? And we recognize it and we kind of go on. But there are forgotten silver Kennedys, vintage coins, that everybody forgets about. We think about the dimes and the quarters that went from 90% silver to clad just like that, 64 to 65. But did you know the Kennedy half dollar didn't go to clad until 71? That's a gap between 64 and 71. Well, that gap tonight is filled. These are the forgotten or secret Kennedys. In silver, of course. In silver. Now, the unique part about the conversation here tonight is the fact that we also, at this time in history, changed where our proof coins and where our special uncirculated or mint sets are struck and packaged. In 1964, back to the beginning of time here in the United States, Philadelphia struck everything. But San Francisco as a mint did not open up until 1968. So what happened in 65, 66, and 67? The U.S. Mint just washed their hands of it. We're not making proofs anymore. We're not making uncirculated sets anymore. We're redoing the coin collecting hobby. That didn't go over well. So what did they decide to do? Make one set versus two for these 3 years while San Francisco's retooling and we're getting back on course. They call them special mint sets, 65, 66, and 67. That's the top two shelves. And then in 1968, when San Francisco begins striking, Philadelphia takes over the uncirculated sets, and they redo the packaging to as follows. All of them, the beautiful white envelope, but now they kind of labeled by color Denver and Philadelphia. So you know where the coins came from. And then they put a plastic medallion inside of it to help out. Red is Denver, teal is Philadelphia. And that still continued up until they changed recently in the last 5 years. So the forgotten silvers, let's talk about that. Yeah, 71 we changed the copper nickel. The unique thing, however, is those 6 years, these 6 years, there was only one Kennedy made per year. One. It wasn't a P or a D or an S. It was one coin. 1965, 66, and 67, it was Philadelphia only. And then in 68, 69, and 70, it was Denver only. Those silver coins are in these sets. Now, the second rarity index is they made silver Kennedys for circulation from 65 to 69, 5 years. These, however, are what they call SMS sets. It's a different finish. By looking at these, you can tell they almost look like proofs, but the detail isn't quite strong enough. Well, that's because they polished the dies, but they struck them only once, giving it more of a matty finish, yet a proofish-like look. Rarity index, those 3 years, 65, 66, and 67, are special. 65 million Kennedys, 2.3 SMSs. 108 million Kennedys, 2.2 million SMSs. 295 million Kennedys, 1967, 1.8 million SMSs. The SMSs were only, the special finished Kennedys were only in the sets, as you can see here, those top two shelves. The first year, white envelope, one set. Second year, they're upgrading the packaging, kind of getting into the hard plastic of San Francisco in 1968. And there you have it. Ding, 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 thank you. And this is the belle of the ball. It is the most limited Kennedy ever struck by the U.S. Mint, intended for circulation, an uncirculated strike. They never released it in the circulation. Only one coin was made. It was Denver. It's only available in this special set, the 70D. Many of you might have heard of it before or know of it. The 70D by itself. My competition's at $60.50 by itself. And it only came in that set. It had to be broken up. So there are how many sets versus how many coins are out there. If you have a Kennedy half-dollar album, and many of us do, and there's a 70D in the album, needs to have it if it's complete. This is where it came from. Only place it possibly could come from. That's what makes it special. So there are 6 silver Kennedys nobody talks about. These are those forgotten years. If you buy just the Kennedys in silver, SMS, not even including that, even though there are rarer, much more expensive. Because just the regular silvers make this number silly. They're at over $200 for those 6 Kennedys, of which the 70D is the key, as I just referenced. We're at $79.95, and it's in the original government packaging. So we're a third of the price in the real format. Good eye, good eye. Notice here, yeah, there's 3 cents. Well, how can there be a P and a D and an S? San Francisco stopped making the Lincoln cent for circulation in 1974. So all of these earlier sets, the true uncirculated sets that started up again in 1968, have a P, a D, and an S Lincoln cent. So your eyes aren't tricking you. There are 3 in each one. Guys, give me a 1-minute clock. Getting down to our last few dozen of these available. I understand why they're going fast. Multiples, totally your choice. Do we have others? Look at them all. Visit us at avccoins.com. On top, you'll see a banner that says uncirculated sets. Click it. I think 56 or 57 is where we start in inventory right now, and we go to the present. Got them all. If you want the best value on our crazy numbers, this is the package. $79.95, everybody. Gets you the 70D from the 70 set, the SMSs from 65, 66, and 67. Oh, and I guess the other 2 are just mincemeat? Absolutely not. These are the special silver Kennedy sets. The forgotten, or just not known, but the original government packaging, the OGP, all the way. By the way, they do have these sets. They're at $242 for the same 6. We're at $79.95 tonight while they last.